It started. So, should we begin with the very first game in the series?
Yakuza 1? Yeah, sure. What do you think of it?
To be honest, when I first saw it, I was actually surprised that the Komaki techniques were in it. I thought it was too old to have that kind of stuff, but it seemed like okay, maybe in terms of combat a bit weak, but then when I started playing it, it was really fun. It's a lot of crowd control in it. Crowd control is very fun, Yakuza 1.
Yeah, that's one thing I agree with, and I think it's a bit of a shame that it gets overlooked in the community because everyone just dismisses it as like, oh yeah, bro, the shitty PS2 game. Why would we play the shitty PS2 game when the Kiwamis exist? But really, when I played Yakuza 1, I admit I kind of overlooked it myself. I didn't really think much of it. And then when I started playing, I started having a lot of fun with it. And I was playing the Ishin remasters, and those have improved the combat. So yeah, but I really had a great time with Yakuza 1. I think both Yakuza 1 and Yakuza 6 are like the few games where I enjoy fighting crowds more than bosses.
Yeah, pretty much every single boss in Yakuza 1 is a group fight, except the final one.
Yeah.
They really tried to go for crowd control in that game. You can tell.
Yeah, I think they succeeded on the first. It's good for a first attempt because I just think it feels pretty satisfying. It's nice. It grips firmly, as they say.
It's a shame they got rid of the cool grabs you can do in Yakuza 1. I think it was the only game where your grabs are different depending whether they have heat or not.
Yeah, especially miss that spin grab.
the leg swing.
Yeah, that was actually a really useful move. I just got rid of it, never came back until like on a fucking Yakuza 7.
Yeah, it just got changed into a heat action instead.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as cool as using it in the game. Just seeing it.
Yeah, the only problem I really had with Yakuza 1 is the camera.
Oh yeah, camera. Yeah, that camera is ass in Yakuza 1. That shit sucks.
When you
half the time. When I was trying to fight Majima, the first one, in Yakuza 1, half the time I was just trying to fight the camera. I was literally like, my main difficulty with that one was just the camera. And the fact that I didn't really have the tools necessary to deal with Majima. Didn't have the Komaki techniques. The second fight was like a lot easier though, because I had the Komaki parry and all that.
You know, whenever I'm fighting a Bond, the camera moves by itself all the time. It's so annoying.
Oh yeah.
It's not like my controller has drift or anything, that's just something the game does it by itself. If you go to the bottom of the arena, the camera will just go on top of you.
Yeah! I literally spent a week trying to just beat him all normally. Well, half it was me trying to no damage him, but the other half was just me trying to beat him more normally, and I kept dying at his grenade phase. Or like his first phase, where we're getting knocked down, and Amon would just like pull out his like gun and start shooting me. But you cannot dodge, by the way, for some reason. The only way you can dodge is like to get behind something. Like,
and the turnaround attacks, Yakuza 1, they're so good.
Yeah, turnaround attacks in like the PS2 games, especially Yakuza 1, they're so satisfying to use, dude. It's like it's something so simple, yeah. It's like so good.
Yeah, it had a lot of weight behind it in Yakuza 1, and it could knock down most enemies. It's very useful.
Yeah, the only enemies they couldn't knock down were bosses, but that doesn't really matter too much anyway.
Oh yeah, bounding throws could knock down anyone, even when that just you can cheese Shimano because of that in his second fight, because you can just make him drop the katana instantly.
Yeah, you can. One funny thing about Yakuza 1 is that if you like grab an enemy or just knock them down, they just drop their weapon immediately. So funny. I use that in my Snake try a long battle in order to deal with the sword guys, made them drop their weapons because those sword movesets are cancer. Not gonna lie, suck.
That one dagger attack, which it's just a small stab, comes out almost instantly. That's what makes a long battle very difficult. One part of it.
Yeah. Other than that, that long battle is pretty fun. I mean, I think the Snake Child guys are a lot better to deal with in the PS2 games because you could Komaki parry and counter basically all their attacks.
Oh yeah, that's a good. That's one thing the PS2 games had over PS3. You could Komaki parry kick attacks.
Yeah, which is actually extremely useful. I use that shit to cheese Yakuza 2 aim on. Just Komaki parry his leg sweep attack. His like get up attack, just the leg sweep. And then, of course, when you fight the Lao Kowloon guys in Yakuza 3, that shit's cancer, dude. That sucks.
Yeah.
Also because it's they're insanely aggressive. That's like not really a good thing in Yakuza 3 because you don't want enemies to be aggressive while you try to combo the guy in the back. And also the fact that you cannot counter effectively most of their attacks without taking damage, like their kick attacks.
Yeah. The AI in Yakuza 1 I think is good. They're not overly aggressive, but they're not extremely passive like they are in 3 until you do something.
I actually think the PS2 games definitely. I heard people say that the PS2 games, the AI is actually a lot more aggressive than the remastered versions. I think it's interesting. I think that's an improvement though, because Yakuza 1 Kiryu is very slow in Yakuza 1 combat, so whatever.
It's one of the slowest in the series, but the game's more built around it, so it doesn't feel as bad as like when you're starting out Yakuza 3 with the no tech upgrades.
Oh yeah. Well, I think I'm playing the PS3 version of Yakuza 3 right now, and I think the combat is definitely a lot better than the remastered, mainly because your tools work a lot better, especially when you have like no upgrades. I was fighting Majima, the first one, in Yakuza 3. I literally just picked him up by the shoulders, kept comboing him, and he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, it's actually really useful in 3. The original, because in the remaster they just turn around too quickly.
Yeah, it only ends up working like 10% of the time. And we're getting off topic here. Let's talk about Yakuza 1.
Yeah, but I think we've talked about almost everything there is to Yakuza 1 combat. So,
hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I just want to thank Soulblade17 for joining me in this kind of collaboration sort of thing. His channel will be linked down below in the description of the video, or channel will probably be linked top right. Just so you guys know, this will be a series of videos where we just talk about Yakuza 2 and all that. Oh, speaking of Yakuza 2, Yakuza 2 will be the next one. So yeah, look forward to kind of this Yakuza-ology, as Gunk may call it. And yeah, see ya.